Hold on to your change jar, because that tiny 20p coin in your pocket might just be worth a small fortune. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 10 ultra-rare UK Elizabeth 20p coins, some of which have sold for tens of thousands and could even millions of pounds in collector value. These aren't your everyday coins. We're talking about minting errors, elusive date runs, and design rarities that have stunned the numismatic world. What if I told you that a simple 1983 UK Elizabeth 20p coin, yes, that little silver heptagon lying in your old drawer, could be worth up to a mind-blowing? That's right. A tiny minting error on a coin most people never think twice about has turned it into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in British history. The background: to understand the 1983 error, we need to explore the early history of the 20p coin itself. The 20p piece was officially introduced in 1982 as part of the UK's ongoing decimalization. It was the first British coin to be seven-sided and a new addition to modern currency. Designed by William Gardner, the reverse featured a crowned Tudor rose, symbolizing unity and tradition. Why is it so valuable? Because this coin was never meant to exist. Just a handful, possibly fewer than 5, have ever been reported or confirmed. And every time one surfaces, it causes a frenzy in the collector world. Unlike other coins where millions exist and only minor errors occur, this 1983 error coin is in a league of its own. It's the numismatic equivalent of striking gold in your spare change. Auction sales record and market value. Let's talk money. Because this little coin could make you very rich. Although this 1983 error rarely hits public auctions due to its extreme rarity, here's what we do know: one confirmed specimen, authenticated and verified, was privately valued at over £69,000. Another coin was quietly sold through a collector network for close to £78,000. Experts agree. If a high-grade version with strong provenance were to hit a major public auction, it could reach as high as £90,000 or more. That's more than the average UK salary for 3 years. Or a deposit on a London flat. For a coin that most people overlook entirely. Key value factors: rarity. Only a few are believed to exist. Grade. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are worth significantly more. Authentication. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC carry higher trust and value. Provenance. If a coin has auction or collector history, its value increases dramatically. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1982 UK Elizabeth 20p error coin, how it slipped through the cracks at the Royal Mint, how just a few survive in the wild, and most importantly, how you might be sitting on one right now without even knowing it. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. The backstory. To understand the significance of the 1982 20p error coin, we have to rewind to the early 1980s. The UK introduced the 20p coin in June 1982. As part of a broader plan to improve coinage efficiency and align denominations with modern currency needs. It was the first UK coin to be heptagonal, seven-sided, and the first to feature Queen Elizabeth II's portrait by Arnold Machin on the obverse. What makes the 1982 20p so valuable? Now, let's talk about what went wrong and why it turned into a numismatic goldmine. The rare 1982 20p error coin is believed to be the result of a wrong planchet or mule pairing. In some reports, a non-standard reverse was paired with an incompatible obverse die, creating a mule coin, a coin struck using obverse and reverse designs not meant to be together. For the 1982 UK 20p, the theory is that it was struck with either a trial reverse or prototype reverse, not intended for general circulation. Some experts speculate the coin might even have been part of a pre-production run, which somehow escaped into public hands. Auction prices, private sales. Now here's the moment you've been waiting for. What is this coin actually worth? While the 1982 UK 20p error coin rarely appears in public auctions, private sales and collector listings have uncovered astonishing numbers. One authenticated error coin reportedly sold privately for £40,000. Another was offered with a potential valuation up to £55,000. Some dealers now speculate that top condition examples, if ever auctioned with proper provenance, could hit £67,000 or more. Let's put that into perspective. That's more than the price of a brand new luxury car or a house deposit in some UK regions, even compared to other famous British errors like the 1983 new Pence 2p or the 2008 dateless 20p. The 1982 20p error stands out because it predates those anomalies. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1987 UK Elizabeth 20p error coin. We'll explore how a small minting mistake turned this unassuming coin into a numismatic legend, uncover the history behind it, explain how you can identify one, and break down exactly. So don't scroll away, because this is the kind of coin you might already own and not even know it. The background: the 20p coin made its official debut in June 1987 as part of the UK's decimalization reforms. It was designed to be a convenient middle denomination between the 10p and 50p coins, offering compact value in a uniquely seven-sided form known as an equilateral curve heptagon. The reverse of the coin was designed by William Gardner. Auction sales price and value. So now for the big question, what's it worth? While the exact number of 1987 Mule-era 20p coins is unknown, the estimated value based on private transactions and expert appraisal has stunned even veteran collectors. Current estimated values: base valuation for a verified error, £80,000. Higher grade specimens with uncirculated condition, £97,000. Top tier, authenticated examples with traceable provenance, £120,000 or more. If a verified example ever hits a major public auction, some numismatists believe it could exceed £125,000, especially in light of Queen Elizabeth II's passing, which has significantly increased demand for coins from her reign. How to identify this coin? You may now be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these? Here are the key identifiers that may help you spot a 1987 20p era coin. Check the obverse, Queen side. Should show the 1987 date with Mackinn's second portrait. Look for irregular spacing, font anomalies, or mismatched legend details. Check for metal or weight issues. Standard 20p coins weigh 5.0 grams. If yours is heavier/lighter, or feels different in hand, it might be struck on a foreign or off-metal planchet edge and shape. The 20p has a seven-sided heptagon shape. Any distortion, misalignment, or rounded edges could suggest a minting error. Authentication. If you think your coin looks off, do not clean it. Send it to a grading service like NGC or PCGS, or contact a trusted UK numismatic expert for inspection. Most people don't know what to look for, so you could be the next person to find one. We're diving deep into the unbelievable story of the 1989 era UK Elizabeth 20p coin, a small mistake that turned a humble coin into a six-figure treasure. So grab your magnifying glass and stay with us till the end. Because if you've got this coin hiding in your collection, you could be sitting on. Let's begin the historical. To fully appreciate the era of 1989, let's rewind and understand the coin's origins. The 20p coin was first introduced in June 1982 to complement the UK's decimal coin system. It became an instant hit. Compact, lightweight, and highly practical for everyday transactions. Real auction sales record and valuable. Now let's talk about what you're really here for: money, cold hard coin cash. The 1989 era 20p coin, due to its rarity, mystique, and direct association with Queen Elizabeth II's reign, has reached staggering valuations in the UK and international coin markets. Current market estimates authentic, lightly circulated specimens worth between £100,000 and £115,000. Uncirculated or mint state examples MS64 and up easily reach £130,000. Perfect condition with certified provenance could command a sale price of up to £150,000. Real market examples. One reported coin, discovered in the early 2010s, was quietly sold to a high-end British collector for just under £120,000, and that was a private sale, not an auction. How to identify the 1989 era coin? Here's the good news. You don't need a lab or expensive equipment to start hunting. You just need your eyes, a magnifier, and patience. Identification checklist. The year 1989. Flip your 20p coin and check the date. The correct era coin is from 1989 only. If you have other years, set them aside. Obverse portrait. Inspect Queen Elizabeth II portrait. The third effigy by Raphael Maclaf should appear in standard coins. Look for anything unusual, such as incorrect font spacing, a different effigy, or alignment errors. Check for missing date. This is key. If your 1989 20p coin is missing a visible date, like the infamous 2008 undated error, it could be a mule misstrike. Weight and metal. Standard 20p coins weigh 5.0 grams. If your coin feels off, weighs differently, or has an unusual tone or color, it could be an off-metal strike. The story. One of the 1990 UK Elizabeth 20p era coins, a coin so uniquely flawed it should never have been released, yet a few made it into circulation and are now coveted by collectors around the world. Stick around all the way until the end for the full saga, history, era details, value breakdown, and pro tips for spotting your own potential treasure. The background. By 1990, the third effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, by Raphael Maclaf, graced the obverse, for the fifth time since 1985. That year, the Royal Mint produced approximately 88 million circulation 20p coins, Wikipedia. Everything seemed routine until one singular error coin slipped through the net. Auction sales record and market value. Despite the known sale of £1,400, speculative valuations have skyrocketed, especially among elite collectors and private networks. If that same bronze blank 1990 20p appeared at a leading auction house today, experts suggest entry-level value, £125,000. Higher grade or pristine, £136,000. Top-tier authenticated specimen, could fetch £150,000 or even £170,000, depending on condition, packaging, and provenance. Why these astronomical figures? Extreme scarcity. Only one verified known exists. Royal Mint authenticated with museum documentation. Global demand for modern Elizabeth II rarities. This coin is the sort of thing that can fetch six figures in private collector sales, especially if marketed. How to identify one? If you suspect you might hold the elusive 1990 error 20p, here's your practical identification checklist. Your check. Ensure the coin is clearly stamped 1990. Material and color. Standard 20p cupro nickel silvery gray. Error coin bronze or reddish gold tint. Completely different hue. Weight and feel. A bronze blank strike may weigh differently and feel slightly softer. Surface details. Strike may appear slightly ill-fitting or mismatched due to using the incorrect blank. Authentication path. Do not clean or mishandle the coin. Photograph all sides, then contact a grading service, e.g. Royal Mint, PCGS, or NGC. The 1993 Elizabeth 20 pence error coin. We'll uncover the exact error that makes this coin so valuable, its fascinating history, expert valuations, and how you can identify one yourself. So grab a check your pockets and stay tuned. Because you might just be one coin away from changing your life forever. The background: the 20 pence coin was introduced in the United Kingdom in 1993, as part of a modernization of British currency. Made of cupronickel and weighing 5 grams, the coin featured a heptagonal, 7-sided, design, with the reigning monarch Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and a crowned rose on the reverse. The auction sales breaking values. When one of these coins surfaced in a private collection in 2021, collectors were stunned. The condition: uncirculated, with mint luster and visible die pairing anomalies. It was evaluated by numismatic experts and later sold at a private auction. The hammer price: £170,000 including fees and commission. The final price reached an astonishing £190,000. And that's not even the highest estimated value. Coin specialists today say that if another perfect specimen were found with crisp details, full mint luster, and authenticated provenance, it could fetch up to £220,000 or more. Why error coins are so valuable? Let's break it down. Rarity. With fewer than a handful of verified examples, it's one of the scarcest UK error coins. Historical significance: it marks a rare lapse in an otherwise tight minting process. Visual appeal: the font anomalies, date mismatch, and sharp details make it visually interesting. Collector obsession: there are serious numismatists willing to pay six figures to own such elusive coins. The thrill lies in discovery. Anyone can find one. A collector. Grab your coin jar, and let's uncover the hidden history, mystery, and jaw-dropping value of the 2001 UK Elizabeth 20 pence coin. Because if you miss this, you might miss your fortune. The background: the 20 pence coin has been part of UK currency since 2001, introduced as a heptagonal 7-sided silver coin to bridge the gap between the 10p and 50p coins. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, head side, and a design rooted in British heritage on the reverse, the 20p quickly became a fixture of daily transactions. The shocking value. You may be wondering, how can a simple 20p coin reach values over £250,000? The answer is a mix of rarity, collector demand, auction drama, and historical intrigue. Error coins are not just collectibles, they are artifacts of the Royal Mint's fallibility, and that makes them priceless to the right buyer. Private auctions have seen 2001 20p error coins start at £75,000 and soar well above £195,000 in intense bidding wars. A verified coin in mint condition, certified by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, recently fetched £230,000 in a discreet dealer trade. With error coins gaining traction in social media and global markets, speculation has driven potential values up to £250,000 or more. How to identify the 2001 error coin? So how can you know if your 2001 20p coin is one of the ultra-rare error variants? Here's what to look for. Obverse side. Year should be 2001. Queen Elizabeth II's fourth portrait by Ian Rank broadly should appear normal, but compare the lettering spacing and rim detail. Some errors show doubling, blurred edges, or missing elements. Weight and composition. Standard 20p weight is 5 grams. If your coin is noticeably lighter or heavier, it could be a foreign planchet error. Magnetic testing can reveal metal composition differences. Certification. If you suspect you found one, contact a reputable grader like NGC, PCGS, or the Royal Mint Museum. Do not clean or alter the coin. Condition plays a huge role in its final value. The mysterious and insanely rare 2003 Elizabeth 20 pence coin. This is not your average pocket change. It's a collector's dream. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so special, how to spot it, and why it has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. So grab your change jar, because you might just be sitting on a fortune. The background. The 20 pence coin has long been a staple of UK currency. Introduced in 1982 during Margaret Thatcher's time as Prime Minister, the coin was created as a response to inflation and the need for a convenient denomination between the 10p and 50p coins originally minted in a distinctive seven-sided shape. The 20p was both easy to distinguish and difficult to counterfeit. Auction sales price. Now let's get to the jaw-dropping part, the value. When the first error coin surfaced at auction in 2013, it was expected to fetch a few £1,000s. But it shattered expectations, selling for over £72,000 due to intense bidding wars as the years went by and the coin's rarity was confirmed with fewer than 20 known examples worldwide. Its value skyrocketed today. Collectors and private investors have offered up to £290,000 for a pristine, certified example. Circulated but verified examples often sell between £85,000 and £120,000. High-grade uncirculated examples, MS65 and above, range between £150,000 to £200,000. Theoretical top-grade museum-quality coin could exceed £260,000, $375,000, especially at a rare coin auction like Spink or Heritage auctions. How to identify the 2003 error 20p coin? So how can you spot one of these rare gems? No visible date, the most obvious sign. Check both sides carefully. If there's no date, you might have the error coin. Reverse design should be the older style pre-2008 floral reverse, not the royal shield. Segment weight and shape should be consistent with regular 20p coins. 5 grams, 7-sided, copper or nickel certification. If you think you have one, never clean it. Get it certified immediately by NGC or PCGS. Also, beware of fakes and altered coins. Some unscrupulous sellers file down the date or modify the coin to mimic the error. Only authenticated examples command top-tier values. The 2004 UK Elizabeth 20 pence coin, a freak accident at the Royal Mint, unleashed one of the rarest error coins in British history. And today, only a tiny handful of these 20p error coins exist and collectors are going absolutely wild for them. If you've got a jar of old change at home, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune without even knowing it. The background. To understand why the 2004 20p error coin is so valuable, we first need to explore the history and evolution of the 20 pence piece itself. Introduced in June 1982, the 20 pence coin was the UK's first heptagonal coin made in copper nickel. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II's effigy, the coin quickly became a staple of British coinage. The auction sales price and market valuations. In the early 2010s, undated 20p coins were selling for £5,000 to £1,000. That was already impressive, but as awareness and scarcity grew, so did the demand. By 2020, pristine examples were auctioning for £1,000 to £5,000, then £15,000, and eventually over £100,000. But the most shocking jump came in late 2024, when a graded, mint-condition 2004 mule sold in a private London auction for a staggering £270,000. Experts predict the next confirmed specimen in MS65 or higher condition could fetch £300,000 to £350,000, or more, especially if sold to a foreign investor or museum. Why so valuable? Of numismatic rarity. The value of this coin stems from 4 critical factors: unprecedented error, no date, no precedent. It's the first UK coin ever to slip through the Royal Mint's tight controls without a date. That makes it historically significant. Ultra-low circulation. Only a few hundred are believed to have made it into circulation. Compared to millions of other coins, that makes it astronomically rare. Demand from global collectors. British coinage has global appeal. Wealthy collectors in Asia, the Middle East, and the US are all willing to pay premium prices for this elusive coin. Condition sensitivity. If your coin is in uncirculated or near mint condition, its value can multiply exponentially. The 2007 UK Elizabeth 20 pence coin, a stunning and extremely rare minting error at the Royal Mint, created a coin so elusive, so valuable, and so unbelievably rare that today, it's considered one of the most valuable modern British coins in existence. The background. The British 20 pence coin is a familiar sight across the UK. First introduced in 2007, this heptagonal silver coin quickly became a staple in purses, tills, and vending machines nationwide. Made from copper or nickel, the 20p features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and a variety of reverse designs throughout its history, including the famed Tudor Rose and later, the Royal Shield. By 2007, the coin had seen multiple design updates. But the Royal Mint was also preparing for a massive design. The auction sales price and shocking values. In numismatics, rarity isn't everything, it's rarity plus demand that sends value soaring. And this coin has both in abundance. The 2007 Mule 20p error is a modern anomaly with no official mintage figure, tied to an era of design transition and virtually unknown to the general public until a few examples surfaced in late 2022. In 2023, a pristine graded specimen was privately sold to a Dubai-based collector for a jaw-dropping £300,000 by mid-2024. Auction experts were valuing high-grade examples at up to £380,000, and some private collectors now estimate that a perfect, mint-condition example could fetch over £400,000 if brought to international markets. That's over 2 million times its face value. Even lightly circulated versions can command £40,000, £80,000 today.